The theme from Francis's life that we're going to explore this time is a balanced life. For everything, there is a season. I love this thought. God desires my life to be grounded in a quiet garden of divine love, out of which I can respond and offer my gifts to the world. Excuse me. Um, Francis struggled to know whether his life was meant to be lived out in a cave in prayer and intimacy with God, sense of intercessory prayer for the world, or whether he was called to go out and live his life on the road, caring for the people he met and just sharing the good news of the gospel. And his discernment came to the place where he felt he was called to do both, that the road experiences were taken into the cave and the cave experiences taken into the road. And I wonder if that can be a model for us to ponder. If we keep that thought, uh, the road and the cave in our journey. So often we're out in the road, out doing our work in the world, out making a living or whatever it is that we're doing. And we need to, I wonder, reflect on what's motivating us. Is it my need to be needed out there? Maybe I'm in a survival mode. Who knows? But I think the Francis's life and journey calls us to embrace the quiet, embrace going into the cave. In this COVID time that we're all in right now, when I'm making this video, we are sort of sent to our rooms in a way. And I wonder if a silver lining in all of this experience and time is for us to become more comfortable in the quietness of our life and to do some deep inner reflection. And maybe there's unhealed wounds from our childhood or from our experiences that we can perhaps invite the healing presence of God into. I think the cave experiences, as we embrace that as part of our life, takes us into those deep inner places in our own soul's journey, that we can be truly healed and set free to be truly who I am. So when I'm out on the road and I'm out serving, I'm coming from a very authentic place of offering my gifts to the world from that place of being grounded in God's love. And I know it's taken me personally a while. And I know Francis, when he was in the cave, exploring his inner world and life and the wounds and what motivated him, a need to not have my needs met out in the world. My need to be needed was certainly my motivation for a lot of my life, but rather to be grounded in the sense of who I am and offer that to the world. So my motivation is my love relationship with God and serving God out in the world, not being out in the world to get my needs met. And the manifestation of that can look very, very similar, but only I know what's truly motivating me. And that takes a lot of maybe courage for some of us to really examine. And I wonder if that is the why Jesus went out into the wilderness often or into the desert, just to be in that quiet place with God, that he could be deeply connected in the intimacy. And out of that deep connection, he went back out into the world to proclaim the good news, to heal people, to set people free. And so I think there's biblical um, examples of being in the cave, of being in that quiet, contemplative place with God, that we can really examine our own hearts and our own motivations as to why we're doing what we're doing. And when we find ourselves grounded in that deep place of being comfortable in my own skin and being who I'm called to be in the world, then I can go out and freely serve and with joy and with the compassion that God intends. So I guess that the invitation this time is to just really embrace the idea of the cave and the road, and to know it's. Um, I know in my experience it has prevented burnout. I've known burnout, and it's because I did not exercise the call, or respond to the call, to the quiet and to the cave experience. So I guess my prayer for all of us is that we will embrace the quiet, embrace the spaciousness of silence, and allow the Spirit to enter into our hearts and our life, our memories, our whole experience, that we be healed and truly set free to be who we're called to be in the world, that we might find true joy and freedom in all of that. I'm Wendy Passmore. It's been lovely to be with you, and God bless you.